Every time you send a message, make a payment, or log into any account, your data is either protected or exposed. But did you know there are actually 10 completely different types of data encryption, each one protecting your information in a completely different way? By the end of this video, you will know exactly how your data stays safe. Let's get into it. Symmetric Encryption. Symmetric encryption uses a single secret key to both encrypt and decrypt data. The same key that scrambles information into unreadable form is required to unscramble it back into readable form, making key security the critical factor in this encryption approach. The fundamental simplicity of symmetric encryption, one key does everything, makes it extremely fast and computationally efficient, allowing it to encrypt large volumes of data rapidly without significant processing overhead on modern hardware. AES, the Advanced Encryption Standard, is the most widely deployed symmetric encryption algorithm in the world, adopted by the U.S. government for protecting classified information and used in virtually every application that needs to encrypt large amounts of data quickly. The significant challenge of symmetric encryption is key distribution. Both parties communicating need the same secret key, but transmitting that key securely before encrypted communication can begin creates a circular problem known as the key distribution problem. Modern security systems typically use symmetric encryption for encrypting the actual data, while using asymmetric encryption to securely exchange the symmetric key, combining the speed of symmetric encryption with the key exchange elegance of asymmetric approaches. Asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption uses two mathematically related but distinct keys, a public key that anyone can know and use to encrypt messages, and a private key that only the recipient possesses and uses to decrypt those messages. The mathematical relationship between the key pair is designed so that encrypting with the public key creates ciphertext that only the corresponding private key can decrypt, meaning anyone can send encrypted messages to you using your public key, but only your private key can reveal their contents. RSA, named after its inventors Rivest, Shamir, and Adelman, is the most widely known asymmetric encryption algorithm used for securing internet connections, email encryption, digital signatures, and countless other security applications since its publication in 1977. The key insight of asymmetric encryption is that it solves the key distribution problem inherent in symmetric approaches, because the public key can be freely shared with anyone without compromising security. Encrypted communication can be established between parties who have never previously shared any secret. The computational cost of asymmetric encryption is significantly higher than symmetric encryption, making it impractical for encrypting large volumes of data directly, which is why real-world systems typically use asymmetric encryption only to exchange a symmetric session key rather than encrypting actual data content. End-to-end encryption. End-to-end encryption ensures that messages are encrypted on the sender's device and can only be decrypted on the recipient's device, with no intermediate server, service provider, or third party able to access the readable content of communications, even if they intercept the data in transit. The defining characteristic of genuine end-to-end encryption is that the service provider facilitating the communication, the messaging app company, the email service, the video call platform, genuinely cannot read the messages passing through their infrastructure because they never hold the decryption keys. WhatsApp, Signal, and iMessage implement end-to-end encryption for messages, meaning even if law enforcement compels the company to produce communications, the company can only provide encrypted data that it itself cannot decrypt. The Signal protocol, developed by Open Whisper Systems, has become the gold standard of end-to-end encryption implementation, not only adopted by the Signal app itself, but also by WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger's secret conversations, and Google Messages. The legitimate tension between end-to-end encryption and law enforcement access to criminal communications represents one of the most significant ongoing policy debates in digital security. Governments in multiple countries have sought legislative requirements that would create backdoors in encrypted communications, which security researchers universally argue would fatally weaken encryption for everyone. Transport Layer Security. Transport Layer Security, known as TLS, is the cryptographic protocol that secures the connection between your browser and websites, visible as the padlock icon in your browser's address bar and the HTTPS prefix on secure web addresses. When you connect to a website using HTTPS, TLS performs a handshake process that authenticates the website's identity through its security certificate, negotiates which encryption algorithms both parties support, and establishes an encrypted tunnel through which all subsequent communication travels. TLS protects data in transit between client and server, preventing eavesdroppers on the network from reading the content of web requests and responses, protecting login credentials, payment information, and other sensitive data from interception during transmission. The padlock icon in browser address bars has become one of the most widely recognized security indicators in everyday computing, though its significance has changed over time, since the widespread adoption of free certificate services means HTTPS no longer indicates that a website is trustworthy, only that the connection to it is encrypted. TLS 1.3, the most current version of the protocol, introduced significant improvements over its predecessors: faster connection establishment, removal of known vulnerable cryptographic options, and improved forward secrecy that protects past communications even if future keys are compromised. Disk encryption. Disk encryption protects all data stored on a hard drive, SSD, or other storage device by encrypting every file on the disk, making the entire device's contents completely inaccessible to anyone who does not possess the decryption key, regardless of how they attempt to access the storage device. BitLocker on Windows and FileVault on Mac OS are the primary built-in disk encryption tools for their respective operating systems, providing full disk encryption that activates automatically during startup and decrypts transparently during normal use once the user authenticates. The primary threat that disk encryption addresses is physical theft. A stolen laptop with disk encryption enabled is worthless to a thief from a data access perspective, since the encrypted drive cannot be read by connecting it to another computer or bypassing the operating system login. Enterprise deployments of disk encryption protect the enormous volume of sensitive data that exists on employee laptops, ensuring that a single lost or stolen device does not result in a data breach exposing customer information, financial records, or intellectual property. The transparency of disk encryption during normal use is its most important usability characteristic. Once properly configured and unlocked during startup, users experience no difference in how they access their files, with encryption and decryption happening invisibly in the background. Email encryption protects the content of email messages from being read by anyone other than the intended recipient, addressing the fundamental architectural reality that standard email travels across the internet in plain text that any intermediate mail server or network observer could potentially read. PGP, Pretty Good Privacy, created by Phil Zimmermann in 1991, is the foundational email encryption standard, using asymmetric encryption to allow email users to exchange encrypted messages without previously sharing any secret through the public key infrastructure approach. SMIM, Secure Multipurpose Internet Mail Extensions, provides similar email encryption capability using digital certificates issued by certificate authorities, built into major email clients including Microsoft Outlook and Apple Mail, making it the more commonly deployed enterprise email encryption standard. The practical adoption of end-to-end email encryption has remained limited despite decades of availability. The usability challenges of managing cryptographic keys and certificates, combined with compatibility requirements between sender and recipient, have prevented widespread consumer adoption beyond technically sophisticated users. Google's Gmail and Microsoft's Exchange Online provide encryption in transit between mail servers using TLS, protecting messages while they move between systems, though this differs fundamentally from end-to-end encryption, since both providers can access message content stored on their servers.
Database encryption. Database encryption protects sensitive data stored in databases, the structured collections of information that organizations use to store customer records, financial data, medical information, and other valuable data assets from unauthorized access, even if the database server is compromised. Transparent data encryption, available in major database systems, including Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, and MySQL, automatically encrypts the files that store database contents on disk, protecting data from attackers who gain access to the physical storage but do not have database credentials. Column-level encryption selectively encrypts specific sensitive fields within a database, encrypting social security numbers, credit card numbers, and passwords, while leaving other fields unencrypted, limiting encryption overhead to the most sensitive data elements. Database encryption is a critical component of compliance with data protection regulations, including GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS, with regulatory frameworks frequently mandating encryption of personal health information, payment card data, and personally identifiable information stored in organizational databases. The encryption key management challenge is particularly acute in database contexts. The encryption is only as secure as the protection of the keys used to encrypt the database, requiring careful key management practices that store encryption keys separately from the encrypted data they protect.
File encryption protects individual files with their own encryption, allowing users to secure specific sensitive documents without encrypting an entire device, providing granular protection for particular files that require additional security beyond device-level encryption. VeriCrypt is the most widely used open-source file encryption tool, allowing users to create encrypted containers that appear as regular files but contain an encrypted volume that mounts as a virtual drive when unlocked, protecting any files stored inside. Microsoft Office applications include built-in file encryption, allowing documents, spreadsheets, and presentations to be protected with passwords that prevent opening without the correct credentials, providing convenient document-level protection without requiring separate encryption software. Encrypted file sharing allows sensitive documents to be transmitted securely. Encrypting files before uploading to cloud storage or attaching to emails ensures that the content remains protected from the cloud provider, email service, or any unauthorized party who intercepts the transfer. The combination of file encryption and cloud backup creates a particularly powerful privacy-preserving storage approach. Files encrypted locally before upload to cloud storage cannot be accessed by the cloud provider, combining the convenience of cloud backup with the security of local encryption. Quantum-resistant encryption. Quantum-resistant encryption, also called post-quantum cryptography, refers to encryption algorithms specifically designed to resist the threat that quantum computers pose to currently deployed encryption systems, particularly the asymmetric encryption algorithms that secure the vast majority of Internet communication. The mathematical problems that make current asymmetric encryption, like RSA, computationally infeasible to break, integer factorization, and discrete logarithm problems can theoretically be solved efficiently by sufficiently powerful quantum computers using Shor's algorithm.
the National Institute of Standards and Technology completed a multi-year process of evaluating and selecting quantum-resistant encryption standards in 2024, standardizing algorithms including Crystal's Kyber for p-exchange and Crystal's dilithium for digital signatures as the foundation of post-quantum security. The timeline of the quantum computing threat is actively debated. Current quantum computers remain far from the scale required to break modern encryption, but the concept of harvest now, decrypt later attacks, where encrypted traffic is captured today to be decrypted once quantum computers become capable, motivates early migration to quantum-resistant algorithms. Major technology companies and government agencies have begun migrating toward quantum-resistant algorithms, with the transition expected to take years or decades, given the enormous volume of systems and protocols that depend on currently deployed encryption standards.
Homomorphic encryption. Homomorphic encryption is a revolutionary encryption approach that allows computations to be performed directly on encrypted data, producing an encrypted result that, when decrypted, matches what the result would have been if the computation had been performed on the unencrypted data. The profound implication of homomorphic encryption is that it enables a third party to process sensitive data without ever being able to read it. A cloud computing provider can perform calculations on encrypted health records, financial data, or personal information and return encrypted results without any access to the underlying sensitive content. Healthcare applications represent one of the most promising use cases for homomorphic encryption, allowing medical researchers to perform statistical analyses on encrypted patient data for multiple hospitals without any individual hospital exposing identifiable patient information to the researchers or the computing infrastructure. Financial services companies use homomorphic encryption to enable fraud detection and risk analysis on encrypted transaction data, allowing computation on sensitive financial information without exposing that information to the systems performing the analysis. The primary limitation of homomorphic encryption that has prevented widespread adoption is computational cost. Performing operations on encrypted data requires enormously more processing power than the same operations on unencrypted data, though ongoing research continues to reduce this overhead and make practical deployment increasingly feasible.
That covers 10 data encryption types explained. If this video helped you understand something new, make sure you subscribe to ByteSimple right now, because next week we are breaking down 10 digital privacy tools you need right now. And trust me, you do not want to miss that one. Drop a comment below and tell us which encryption type surprised you the most. See you in the next one.